Hey love bugs, this is Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome. And to my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family, as always, thank you so much for the love and support. It is truly appreciated. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste, love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please, like and subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when I upload my videos. And if you feel like the video resonates with you, please drop a line. Let me know where you're from and where you're watching it at, and give a thumbs up and share. It'll be greatly appreciated. And anybody who's going through some stuff, because I know with these conjunctions and just the lunar eclipse, when I hear you that is really trying to put you on how warriorism you really are in your warriorism. So I'm sending you so much love, light, and positivity into your life. Keep you going, keep you staying persistent. And I know it's draining, I know it's irritating and damn right annoying, but just keep going. Keep going. This is really truly testing your strength of the potential you have that you're starting to discover. So anybody who's coming in with Decepticon as vibes and that daggone nefarious frequency, it's not working here. I'm not claiming that, I'm not embodying that, I'm not even consuming that. Matter of fact, it's staying with you, and I declare and decree that it's staying with you. So if it's not even coming at me, but it's coming to somebody else, they may be watching this, or somebody you may be stalking or watching, whatever you're wanting in their life, including mine, including theirs, all that is going to become your instant reality, except it's going to be amplified. So the video I'm doing today is called Twin Flame 101, Heyokas, Trust. They're on borrowed time. There's a lot of people that's going through different things in life where people repeatedly try to hurt you, or you may have gave them so much love in the world, it's more than you gave anybody else. Like, you are the true blessing in everybody's life, regardless anybody tells you that or not. You are a true blessing. And if people didn't act like that, and just even if it makes you question that, you see how many people try to piss you off. See how many people try to trigger you. See how many people try to contradict anything that you do to succeed in life, or feel like your dreams are too big, or it's going to take too long to happen, or it's never going to happen, or you ain't got enough money for that, you don't have enough resources. That's when people know, because they're so scared of what you can do. They know if you put that right foot forward and stay persistent and consistent on that, oh baby, you're gonna be blowing up in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. And you're gonna do that. And some people say you can't, and people say you won't, but some people are terrified that you will. And you have to be able to understand that. And when you're going through these different things in life, a lot of times, we're like I'm tired, I'm fed up. I constantly try to be nice to people. And, all you get is narcissism. All you get is hatred. All you got is low blows. People throwing shade at you. You got to hand out folks shares because they can't stand to see you happy. They can't stand to see you blessed. They cannot stand to see you anointed. It's okay. People are probably walking around and they hurt you and make it look like la 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 la. We're just smelling roses and everything is just fine. I can keep doing what I'm doing to you and nothing is happening. And you're just looking at universe like, wait a minute. I'm the one who's being nice. I'm the one who's, being so supportive of people that are not being supportive of me. Throwing my dirt, putting no respect on my name. Not respect, but respect. They're not putting no respect on your name. Matter of fact, they're putting dirt on it. You're going through all those things. These are those times where it's like, you have to remind myself to trust God, trust universe, trust in source, and definitely trust your ancestors. You are not that one where people are about to really see that your ancestors don't play with you. Really don't play with you. And they've been hitting hard. They really been hitting hard. Even if it's in the same family, ancestors are going for you. Anybody who has been low frequency and they've been trying to heal, universe works on that, because when they see that you putting in that work, I'm trying, that's when universe starts working for you, regardless of any kind of friction or distraction or any kind of distraction. This is a part of the plan anyway. They are the plan. A lot of people are like, you have been meant for the test, and some other people are meant for the trap. These are the different things that go into your life where maybe you had to fall for the trap, just for you to be able to understand. These are the levels, the low levels of grime that you have to deal with people, because they see you're starting to discover a part of yourself that's very, very, I mean, you open Pandora's box on your life, baby, and they pissed, and they want to keep doing it. And plus, the reason why they keep doing these things, because karma's eating that ass up. Ancestors eating that ass up. And you want to be able to keep being in your promise, because the more you keep praying for them, and the more that you're not allowing yourself to be triggered, or you notice those different things into your life where you keep flowing with it. Like whatever your trigger was before, it becomes your strength now. These are the different things that go on to where, if it's triggering you, it's just allowing you to know, hey, these are certain things that you still need to work on. These are the different things you still need to heal from. But you have to understand there's a lot of people catching that karma, and they're not used to that, because now it's starting to be held, that people are starting to be held accountable. And the way I'm seeing it, I'm just like, oh my God, it's finally happening. You see, the world is going through a makeup and shake-up type situation. Like, woo, I feel like karma, what's her name, K. Michelle, they shaking the table. You see all these different people, these CEOs, these higher ups getting to that point. I don't know how many people went through them freak off parties, and they be having no underclothes, yachting, or whatever the hell they be doing. And now all these people are starting to step down from jobs they've been at for up to years, but they're in their pride and ego. I'm not trying to get caught up in this. People leaving, celebrities are up in ship and leaving the country because FBI's and stuff is looking for them. The world's being held accountable for stuff. That's why I said be on the right side. Don't be at that point where you want to be that lone wolf that goes hightail for V for vendetta. Don't do that, because that'll end up becoming your karma, exactly what's supposed to be theirs. Allow yourself to step back, because karma is at play right now, where it's like telling you be intuitive, stay high in your discernment, pick and choose your battles very wisely. You can speak your truth and say what you gotta say, even though people try to be combative about it. Hey, no, I said what I said. I meant what I said. Now it had me going into Kevin Hart. Like, hey, look, well, where we sit up here doing this, we're not going to do that. We're going to be growing. You want to do your stuff, you can go ahead and do it. Ain't doing it. Be one of those type of moments. I'm just not going to do that. And just being able to allow yourself to keep growing, keep healing. You're finding a part of yourself that's undiscovered yet, and it's unfolding very beautifully, even though it may not look like that to you. Hell, it be looking like that to me. I'm a whole hot mess. No, baby, you were standing in your queen energy. You were stepping on your throne energy. You were not taking no prisoners energy. You moving in unapologetically energy. You need to keep doing that. So trust, when you feel like just because you don't see these people getting their karma, you're like this, Kuna Matata type stuff, and people are like, no, no, we're not having it. I'm telling you. No, that's the type of vibe they're in, but they try to be calm about it. And when people feel like their karma is being hidden, and they're seeing that truth is coming out, because there's a lot of people in resistance. And I tell people all the time, if God, God is giving you that extra nudge to, hey, do what's right. You know what you did. You know what you're guilty of doing. We know what you're trying to hide. You know what you're trying to be very discreet about. You know what you're trying to do behind closed doors. God, you don't care. You can sit up here and put it 20 million daggone feet in the background. God can put it up in an up millisecond. You could have put cement on it, any kind of thing that's indestructible. But when God feel like that truth gonna come out, I'm looking at folks like, do you not see what's going on in the world today? Are you that ignorant? Keep playing like that. And these people with money. These are people with money that can pay a lot of people off just to make sure that stuff don't come out. Because people are like, oh, I'm hearing even Diller telling people, oh, I'm just trying to let you know. No, you didn't do that for them. That was self-preservation for you. You did that because you already know all these people got so many tapes, things. You want to be gullible, and you want to be all, proud almighty, keeping tapes and stuff of the different stupid stuff you're doing. Why would you do that? And then there was a lot of witnesses. You don't know. And it's just like, when I'm telling you, when FBI want people like that, and they really itching to have you up in jail because you've been a little bit too comfortable at doing stuff, oh, there's no stops that they won't do to get what they want. And people are doing that. That's why I'm looking at folks like, can you gain some common sense? I know it may not be comic for all this different things that's taking place, but look what's going on. Look what is going on. Prime example. Look at all these things that's going on. You think you won't get caught? And we some ordinary folks. These are higher ups. These are elites and stuff like that. And they being dismantled like that. Tower is hitting left and right. Tower hitting. It's like there's some people, that are in their truth and whatever. Because if God has to sit up here, he give you that nudge and you don't do it, okay, watch what he do. That's just like where you had some of them parents that had switches, belts, spoons, the big old paddles that like they be having in fraternity houses and stuff like that. Be wearing that ass out. And they sit up here and do it again, okay? Do it again. Tell the truth, shame the devil, different stuff like that. Some parents be disciplined, like, let me tell you one more time. And there's a lot of people who got comfortable in doing this. So since God say, this is going to be a career move for you, stealing, cheating, unaliving, doing this power hungry, godlike complex and superior, inferior complexes and all this stuff. And this is how you comfortably live and not caring how you are just rocking up damage, people's lives. Oh, okay. All right. And then so your ancestors are kicking and butt. They put in work for you. God put in work for you. You're going through a redemption phase where you really had to see who was true for you and who truly wasn't. Who are you true to yourself? Are you going to be true to yourself? Are you going to be holding on to people where you're literally going to lose every part of your aspect and even parts of your life that you didn't know what was deserving of you by holding on to somebody who ain't even, the only reason why they holding on to you is not because of love. Love ain't living there. Okay, that don't even exist when it comes to them. This is all about what they can take from you, all about what they can benefit off of. They may use any kind of thing to come back. Don't fall for that. Just think about, because a lot of times it's like when it comes to certain people, they'll start reminding you all the pain and anger and hurt and deception and lies and just deception and deception and deception. On top of that, and it will remind you, you see what this person about, they ain't going to change, don't happen overnight. This takes a while. You see how much it did for you, how long it took for you to be able to change, how long it took for you to ascend, how long it trusts for you to be able to be forgiving yourself of the different things. And I had to remind myself, just like you remind yourself, never resent on having a kind heart. And never resent on that. But allow yourself to be at that point where you pulling all punches, you a source that not to be reckoned with. I mean, you have to become a beast. You don't have to respect me. I don't want you to fear me, but I want you to think twice before you mess with me. And since people I always tell them, fuck around and find out. See what happened. I ain't even got to move a finger. So I'm in the South. I say finger. And I was like, even though I'm finger, but I'm like, at this point in time, I ain't even got to move a finger. I ain't got to do that. Because if I know if I'm moving right, and I'm doing my due diligence by telling these different things, because it's like a lot of times there'll be certain content folks don't want me talking about. When that lays truth, I said it don't matter if you ain't. I said only people to get upset about that is when you're clearly living a lie. When that person's standing in the truth, respect that. That's something you should be doing. It's not easy to be to be authentic like that or be without a filter, about worried about who's judging me. But who do I care to judge? Who do I judge? I mean, who do I care about who's judging me? I mean, what bill are you paying? What position you got me in? And every kind of way. What are you doing to me for me to worry about what opinions people have of me? I used to be a people pleaser, but I see how that was a headache. You're trying to please everybody all the time, and there's purposely people there's nothing you can do to please them. They will always find a fault in everything you do. I had to be at that point. Stop dealing with people when there's a solution, and they create every problem for that solution. Every solution they have, they create a problem for that. It can't go that way because I'm just like, you're making it harder than it needs to be. But people are doing that. But you have to understand, it's gonna get a point in your life where you're gonna see how beautifully you beautifully risen out of the ashes as you're that phoenix. You're going through that. And it's just like you're going to start seeing everything that you went through hold purpose for you. Even though it's hard to feel it at times. But it's like everything, you went through held purpose. This situation, when people start treating you badly, and you went out your way to show your worth, proving them you're righteous with the love, and you heavy with that energy of compassion. Anybody who's real is going to recognize that. They recognize it too. But the way they recognize it, because they want to kill that. They want to steal that. You know, they want to take that away. They never want you to get recognition for anything, no matter what it is, because it's like people always try to, you know, when they're triggered by different things that you do, and it's something that, I mean, you ain't even doing personally anything for them. It's just you and your path. They get triggered by that because why can I be like that? You can. It's taught about going within, being able to see your light within yourself, see the wrongs that you do out in the world. But people don't want to do that. I want to just take theirs. You have your own, but it's just you put it just in the wrong energy. That's all it is. You got potential for bullshit. We got potential for growth, health, you know, but then it's just the fact is, like I said, anybody who's heavy in compassion and love and stuff, oh, plus they can be a brutal beast where they need to be. It ain't dead, it's just sleep. Because, you know, you got excessive happiness, trust, you got excessive destruction too. Because they even out it the same way. And that's the most dangerous thing. People don't realize when you have healed, you have learned a lot of things. Okay, you've seen how when you didn't, you know, you really didn't care for yourself. You started seeing that when you see people weren't placing love into what you were doing for them, which was a blessing. They prayed for people like you. And then when they finally got it, what happened? They dismantled you. They, you know, mishanded you, mistreated you, taking you for granted, not appreciating you. You know, did everything that can destroy you. And this is a gift from God. You thinking that type of stuff is they're gonna be able to deal with that and keep walking away free to be able to keep bragging and telling about it and not have repercussions? There are so many people that got comfortable with doing that. That's the reason why they picked you, because they say, "Oh, okay," and just think about that. They got somebody as powerful as you, but on top of that, in the back seat and behind the scenes, them exact people are starting to bring in people that are like an exact splitting image of them. But the only thing is, to put the icing on the cake, they're 10 times worse. So whatever they were putting out on you, now they start seeing it. I mean, these folks are grimy, and I'm just like, hey, how about them Cowboys? Try not to laugh. And God forgive me for laughing, but it's just like, hey, now you need to learn what it feels like. And this is like, when you start dealing with people like this, you're starting to see where love was really truly lacking with you. And I'm trying to say that in a kind way, but it's like some people get offensive of that, but I'm just like, it's no disrespect to nobody. It's no reason to make you small or that, but I'm wanting you to recognize things I didn't recognize in myself. Because if I didn't go through this, I had my kids mistreat me. I had my ex doing it, you know, and still doing it. I'm the worst person in the world. But then it's just like, I can say, I had a kind heart. I helped, I healed, I loved. You know, I try to be patient in places that there was no reason to be patient at. Should have been cut short. Like, see, this is a habit. These people don't care. You know, this is all about them. It's self-gratifying. And I had to be able to cut those cords. You know, I was okay with being hated. It was like, oh, how does the mom even walk away from kids? When they seemed to not appreciate what you were giving them. As soon as they got it, they went right back to making you feel like you were this small. And I had to be okay with that. You know, I had to be, you know, when I started putting boundaries up. When you put boundaries up, all of a sudden you become the worst person. It was okay when you let things slide. It was okay when you became the punching bag. It was okay for you to be the narcissistic doormat. These are the different things it was okay about being about. But then it's like when you start saying no, it's okay. You're being calm. You know, when you should have been enraged. You're being quiet, even when you know you're right. You know, you're speaking your truth. Like, hey, if this is not what needs to be directed to me, I don't want to have no conversation. Oh, we just cleared the air right now. You ain't even got to worry about contemplating in your head what you need to say. If it ain't what it's supposed to be, it's not the truth, and it's not standing on 10 toes about what is deserving of me, and I know it's deserving of me. Oh, we ain't got to have a conversation. Before, I used to always want an explanation on why did you treat me like this? And my question is now, why the hell you let them treat you like that, but especially so long? You know, you start seeing these things in your life where you didn't have boundaries, or it hurt you for saying no, or you were forced to feel like you were obligated to say yes, you know, or you felt like you had to explain to a T on the reason why you didn't answer the phone, or why you weren't home, or why you didn't answer the door, all these different things. You know what I mean? It may even come to you that you out there, you on that Thottimus Prime type vibe, you doing anything. I'm like, shoot, I'm out there doing all this and that. Baby been celibate for a long minute, where it's like, I forgot I need to do research on that when you start getting comfortable being celibate. You know, I'm getting comfortable on being independent. You know, those different things, and I love that about myself. and I'm growing. And it's like now when I constantly see different things that take place, and where people are trying to really trigger me or try to piss me off or really take me out, or just see it, oh, let me see if I can take advantage of you. I'm like, no, that's okay. I'm good. Or I just see things and I'm like, okay, does that bother you? No. But obviously, when you focus on yourself and you want to heal, and you were just standing in that, people want you to let it go. I want you to let that go. No. I was like, you ain't even let me go. You telling me I need to let go. No, you keep standing in that. You know what's true to your heart. You know what universe and God is telling you. This is what happened. This is what took place. These are the different things that's going on behind your back. He let you know. He's showing red flags on different things. There may have been times where you got comfortable with checking red flags. Come up with every excuse in the book. Like a sea head trying to stay out of jail. It'd be one of those type of different things where they had a bad day, or, money issues and stuff like that. No, it becomes a habit where, we all have bad days. There's sometimes we pop off at people and wasn't even deserving of that. They didn't do it, But a lot of these things where we feel like it's us. No, this is not a personal thing, This is something that's doing with self. This ain't got nothing to do with you, even when it's redirected at you and it feels like you're getting, different things hitting in every direction, and you trying to figure out why. This has nothing to do with you, but when it's like you have that light and now you're starting to be selfish with it, they can no longer siphon off of that. And for that, you became very addicting, so it'll be like people are just constantly, wanting that. I gotta have that. Before I was getting blessings, before I was getting money, before I was able to rule the world, I was able to get hoes, I was getting get bros, all those different things. They were able to get it. Now, since it's like you cut it off, you're forgiving. Even when it was hard to forgive, people don't want you to forgive them, so they keep bringing drama into your life. Still forgive them, because it's showing you, well, no matter what you're doing, this has nothing to do with me. If you're doing this to me, you did this before me, and you're doing that after me. So I can't deal with that. But it's just the fact is, you were meant to be in that life where it gets intercepted. And even though they probably they mishandled you, and because we wouldn't be having this conversation right now, they mishandled you. And it's just like God and universe and ancestors keep on telling you, it's okay. And you look at ancestors like, I understand you say you giving them karma, and it's like, I say no disrespect towards my ancestors, but you ain't popped the fear of God in them yet. And I was like, because usually when somebody pop the fear of God in somewhere, they go sit down somewhere. They go focus on themselves. They be like, let me go get get my tail between my legs and let me go leave this person alone. Because every time I see that I keep messing with this person, all hell keeps breaking loose in my house, in my life, in my household, in my mind, in my heart, in my body. They starting to lose. They start. You can see it within themselves. People keep putting black magic on you. Just pay attention to certain people. You want to know, why is your life weird? Why all of a sudden your money stopped coming in? Why is it every time it just seems like you keep falling or breaking stuff, or what is it? Just all hell breaking loose into your life. Those are the different things where people are sending negative energy to you. And I tell people, it's like all of a sudden with me, I start seeing flies, roaches by my house, and it was just, it was just crazy. You start seeing a lot of negative energy that was coming in, because it's like I keep a very clean house, very, very clean house, and just wondering where it's coming. Even though the seasons are changing, and I try to use that as like, okay, maybe that's what it is, because the seasons are changing. Even though it's still hot as Satan's toenails out in Georgia, it still gets hot here. But there's a lot of times where you may have infestations. All of a sudden they start coming in like, okay, you may see 1 or 2, but then all of a sudden it start being a whole family tree done came in. And that's from people sending negative energy to you. You're trying to understand why, but it's just letting you know an indication. Like usually they come in, those are monitoring spirits as well. They come in, as animals and bugs, insects, and as people too. So you're going through those different things, but it's like you're protected. It's just to let you know. This is like anytime you get an indication like, oh, that's what happened. Oh, this is what happened. Because it's like a lot of karmic cycles are ending right now, from the conjunction, from the portals that we just had. What was it, on the 9th? Then I think we had another one. Yeah, the eclipse was on the 17th. Because I think this is the only month they got them power hits like that. I guess it's because the month of September, which is equal 9. So you're going through all these different things where you're seeing the life lessons that came from these situations. You're seeing the different growth that took place into your life. You're seeing the different lack of growth from other people. And as long as you know, there's going to be different things where people are really going to try to take you out of your bubble. They want to put you in your place. They want to knock you off your pedestal. It's like, I put myself there, you can't put yourself there. And that's not saying that is arrogant or being narcissistic or condescending or patronizing. When you put yourself on a pedestal that was deserving of you, that's your own spiritual throne. That's your own spiritual pedestal. It's like when you earn that, you forgive a lot of people that did some very unforgivable things from you. You had the power to walk away even when it hurt you. You were making sacrifices that was about to damn near take you out, but you were still strong enough to deal with that. You're trying to understand how strong you are, and these are exactly the reason why you had to go through what you had to go through. Because of all these different things you went through, you had to have people dismantle you. It's just not dismantling you out of your life. It's just dismantling you from things that's no longer serving you. This is some stuff that people put that mask on you, and it keeps falling off. This is the mask. People have mask insecurities, mask of wanting to be known, mask of wanting to be pick me, and didn't want you to be able to sign, and all these different things. This is not my mask. I love my face. My face is very pretty. I don't want to be able to have to cover my face. If anybody doesn't like it, stop looking. I don't care. As long as I like it, that's all it is. But you had to go through those things. Maybe you had people sitting up here didn't respect your boundaries. Now it's like no mean no. My whole body is on do not disturb. There's very powerful. I hold power in every aspect of my body. Even my silence is powerful. And you have to be able to have that kind of mindset. I'm not taking no prisoners. I'm not stopping. I'm all gas and no brakes. The gasoline is fully gasoline. It ain't watered down. It's not nothing. It's full throttle. Even if you had to put some nitro in that and bulldoze through every karmic, every Decepticon, every Thotimus Prime, whatever it is, you had to be able to go through all those different things. And then it's just like people are like, so strong. You're so strong. You are. Especially when strong is all you got to lean on. You had to be able to see that, because a lot of times we feel like we're weak. You want to love people. That's just the kindness of your heart. It made me feel like when one of my ancestors, baby, that's all that is. That's just love that God blessed you with. You were blessed with that. Even sometimes when it felt like a curse, because the wrong people come in and mishandle you. And a lot of times you don't realize people see that within you, and they want you to be low level, vibrational like them. Be unleashing pain instead of unleashing love. Giving out headaches, cramps, and periods and stuff like that. When you're giving out love, abundance, prosperity, and joy. You had to be able to really go through that. And these are the moments where you're going to be like, you know what? I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that. I'm going through all the different things, and, being able to recognize when energy is being sent my way. Being able to know that mess ain't even touching me. May do a little tickle or whatever like that. Like, oh, that's what that was. Oh, okay. Thank you. It's staying with them. Anything that's being placed on your life by people because they don't want to see you shine. They don't want your truth. They don't want nobody else to see your truth. They want everybody to see them like you do. They don't want to seem like they're the problem when they're the whole problem. They just want to constantly keep you buried. Dead and buried. But it's just like I'm hearing that song by T.I. and T.I. and Justin Timberlake, The Old Me Is Dead and Gone. I've been on this road for far too long. You seeing that. You seeing, see? I've been on this road for far too long. You had to see where different people fell out your life. And it hurts. Yes, I know it hurts. But these are the ones that are saying they weren't real with you anyway. You think anything's real, God's going to dismantle that out your life? No. These people just had an expiration date, and their time is up. They're gone. Anytime, and I tell people, anytime you want to know the truth out of somebody or the truth about real people, you ask God to expose the truth to you. Show you, dismantle anything or take away anything that does wish ill on me, don't want to see me loved, don't want to see me shine, don't want to see me succeed, don't want to see me prosper, and definitely don't want to see me loved or happy. And watch how many people come flying out your life like you're a human raid and they dropping like roaches. Then you start to see, and when that is like a hard pill to digest, you got to be grateful for that, because he's making room for people that are on that same vibe as you. You were always giving. Now somebody's want to give that back to you. That's gonna really truly appreciate you in every way, whether it's a lover or a partner or family members. The family members you have not yet met or have met or whatever, or been in the background and just watching you. whatever that one is. You know, you're going through that where people are like, dang, that person is really special. That person really went through some stuff and still got love to give other people. Despite even when people mishandle them, they're still trying to press love out. Y'all can sit up here and I'm like, man, I ain't got 20 years to be able to tell you all the stuff I went through and still push out love. But now it's just like I'm very selective about who deserves my love. You know, you got that energy that's very rare. There's going to be some people that's not going to like you, and that's fine. Everybody ain't got to like you. As long as you like you, matter of fact, if you love yourself, it ain't going to matter who don't like you. How you feel about yourself, and you put yourself in high standards because you're your own walking advertisement, your billboard, your monument, your statue, whatever, your mascot. You are a part of that. Anybody who don't be able to see that love in you, it's just something about you. Either they don't like themselves, and a lot of times when you're trying to make people like us, hell, they don't even like themselves. Like, I can't stand you. Well, you in that soup for the rest of your life until God puts you out, so you better deal with it. You know, fix it up. Do something. Put some ornaments on it or something. Put some perfume or cologne or something. Do something with yourself. You know, you have to be able to understand that. They see you as a threat. Or you got something they desperately want. You know, it's one of the three. Well, probably more than that if I really think about it. But, you know, it's one of that. So when you allowing yourself to keep moving, stay focused on you. Regardless on what your circumstances may seem. Stay focused on you. You know what you're trying to do. You know what you're trying to bring in. You're getting all these downloads of like, you can do this, you can do that. You know, I want you to, go this direction. I want you to take up this trade or this talent. You don't know how this is not going. You went from a crappy job, then you went from crappy job to an okay career. But now these situations going to bring a damn dope-ass lifestyle to you. All because of what you sacrifice. All because of what you let go. All the things that you have healed from and all the people you have forgive. Including yourself. You know, these are the different things that took place in your life that was truly needed. You know, you can't stand them daggone Decepticons and them karmas in your life and do it being downright annoying. You know, but just allow yourself to just trust. I needed them. That, and plus they try to make it seem like they need you. You need them. They need you. They need you. They need you to grow. They need to keep on where they can keep deceiving other people. They need that energy from you because this is how they stay doing them things. And it's like when you take that power back, lessons are starting to learn. You know you going through different things where you had to heal or had to face some very hurtful stuff into your life that was really like heavy. You know what you were dealing with. Maybe a lot of things you were dealing with you didn't speak on. And you had to face those. You had to have courage. Now you just think about all the things that you're going through on a day-to-day life. And I mean, think about it really hard. Now you go through stuff like you could be all in here just breaking up and just screaming and crying. Let me let go. Let me scream. Let me heal. And those are a lot of times you got to do. Regardless if, those enemies and karmic see you doing that and they laugh at you. I've had that. Where I've been down and out and stuff like that. And I've seen people like I was having nervous breakdowns back to back to back. And they were laughing. It was so funny. And then it was just like, you know what? It used to hurt me, but I said, you know what? Let me check myself. You doing something that they can't do. That's some strong stuff when you can allow yourself to scream and cry because you are just breaking down and saying, I don't want to be hurt no more. I deserve to be happy. Being mad when you see all people being happy around you, but yet you can't still be there because of all the things that people keep pouring off onto you. But when you say it's enough, it's like you keep that mess over there. No matter where you keep that mess over there. Because I see how heavy it is to just take me out my peace, and I've seen it. When it gets to that point, like, baby, I already see me catching a charge, and you be that one I'm smiling my mugshot for, because I have no problem with him and your ass up. Let me not do that. I'm not going to allow nobody to take me out of my character. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face. Gone. You don't want that. Don't do it. You have to be that way. But when you got to think like that, when you really go hard, now you think about what those Decepticon type people are going through. What karmics are really going through. Now, these are the different things that's taking place. And seeing people don't want to heal. They don't want to be held accountable. Oh my God, I'm being an adult. Like, oh my gosh. I did it and I was comfortable and partying like in 1999. But then when it comes to owning up those things, all of a sudden it's a problem. People want to do the crime but don't want to do the time. Don't want to do it. It was living up. It was okay. But now it's like when you starting to really reap what you sow, You made a bed and now you got to lie in it. You're trying to run. You're trying to do this. You can't. This is like a thing where everybody's trying to run from their responsibilities or their accountability. They don't want to be accountable for it, but still doing it. And don't want to be accountable for it. Stay out the way. Allow karma to unfold the way it is, just the way your new discovery of yourself in any way that God has for you is unfolding. It's very exciting for you. You know, even allowing yourself to just, you can't even say hi to certain people. Don't even do it. Just keep being silent. You know, keep being silent. Learn from those mistakes. Even the littlest kindness, you know, disrupts that. So don't do it no more. I had to learn that. Just stay to yourself. Keep it real, keep it going, keep it cute, and keep it moving. But trust and believe. They're on borrowed time. If they want to keep doing the different things that they do to you and you do not react, it makes it so much worse. It just goes right back to that person. Because there's a lot of times where universe will put lessons in your life to see. Does this person still have control of your emotions? No. Do you allow them to have control over what things that tend to bother you and what not to bother you? No. I decide that everything, a lot of time when it comes to certain situations, it's different. If somebody got pum to your head, you have no other choice. But if it's something by free will, that's free will. They have to have an invite for that. They have to have permission for that. You know, people are moving by emotions. You moving by intelligence. You're moving by logic. These are different things where people will try to control you because they have no control over their life. And they could, but it takes healing for that. It takes truth for that. It takes authenticity for that. Being organic, keeping it where it's just like, these are the different things where people are placed in it where you can't cut corners. Whatever you used to do to get out of situations, it's not going to work. It's just not going to work. It's just only going to make things worse for them. You know, and you still have to just pray for your enemies. And sometimes it's like, you know, sometimes universe is like, look, if you only knew what was said and done behind your back, you wouldn't even be praying for them. They wouldn't even be in your thoughts. But just allow yourself to, you know, don't even want to say God to have mercy, but, you know, hey, I'll let God figure out whatever He want to do, because it's just like when you see what you know is about to happen and you still just don't want to do right. Oh boy, let the games begin. You just sit back. You don't take revenge. You just sit back and watch the karma smack down. Just keep going, because you seeing how it's coming off in the world. Everybody's starting to get revealed. Everybody is starting to come out the closet, whether either they're walking out and coming out. And I'm not talking about in those type of way in gay choices or sexual choices. I'm not coming out like that. I mean coming out in truth. You know, coming out of the closet don't always mean you have to be gay, lesbian, or all those other letters in the alphabet that they have. But it's just coming out of the closet on being real with yourself. Coming out of the closet and standing on strength, standing in your power. You know, doing everything you can to become a better person. And it's just, you when you get to that point, I know I said it again, you're going to appreciate what these type of people have put into your life. Because when they did, they created a monster they cannot control. And they weren't expecting that. They weren't expecting that for you to have. They thought you were going to fall back because times got hard. They thought you were going to be desperate. And I said, there's times I've been desperate. I actually said, look, you were my last choice. And that's the only reason why I did it. I kept it real. I didn't have no way to sugarcoat it, and I wouldn't want to. But it was just that. Now it's just like, I ain't getting desperate about nothing. If it's meant for me to have, I'll have it. If not, I can use the alternative or something. You know, and just do that. But I'm not going to allow myself to feel needy towards anything when I know that these people don't have any kind of true intent. You know, it's just like people can see me not eating for 2 or 3 weeks and would not even care. You know, but then if it comes in, oh, you want this? Oh, no, I'm good. There are many times you done sit up here and watch me struggle, and it was I can't be around. I had to be at that point now. I can't be around anybody who's comfortable with seeing me starve when I know I didn't give that type of energy when that person was in a situation, or those people. So I had to be able to be okay. But it's like now, I mean, I can really appreciate everything they did for me, because it made me such a better person, and it made me stand on my strength and my power and everything that is worthy of me, of deserving 10 toes down. And if it wasn't be for them, I probably wouldn't have been here, other than God and universe and people that love me. other than that, I really appreciate that. So appreciate everything that you learn from these situations, because you're growing, you're learning, you're ascending, you're leveling up. I mean, if you've been seeing your birth year, your birthday, it constantly shows you, hey, you just went through another awakening, or hey, you're going through another rebirth. I'm like, damn, how many rebirths you got to get to? As many as it takes for you to be on that level with the best version of yourself. Loving the parts of you that it feels unlovable, but it's loving the parts that you are very very lovable. You have to love every aspect of your life, and you keep doing that. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video. Y'all did not expect this video to be that long. So I hope you were able to, resonate with it in some kind of way. And be able to grow with it as well. Or I hope it really truly resonate with you in the ways you may have needed. So if you would love to give a donation and drop it on a Cash App or whatever like that, it would be greatly appreciated. If you want to email me, that will also be appreciated too. All those things are in the description box below. I hope you have a blessed, safe week. Be responsible for every single thing you do. I keep on having these spiritual hit burps. I'm sorry, y'all. Be responsible for every single thing you do. So with that being said, much love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings. Love and light. And shalom. I say peace. God bless. Later.